What?
What the frick?
What? Is this like a shrine? There's no way that's natural.
No. It's not.
Oh, my back!
It's a big hole up there.
Section, I think.
There, let's go up there.
In October 2023, Sarah Shamlin was about to attempt the hellhole, one of the most notorious cave systems in West Virginia, where unstable conditions and tight passages had trapped cavers for hours. When she realized just how unprepared she was for what lay ahead, Brandon, her experienced guide who had explored hellhole 5 times before, led her into the cave system. But even he admitted something was different this time.
Are you okay?
This part's just rough because you can't see where you're stepping when you come through. And now I have no light with me. Can you hear me now? At the biggest point, it's 1 foot. Over here, it goes down, like 10 inches. Sorry if you can't see the tape measure, but yeah, right around a foot right there. And width-wise, it is actually 18 inches. Already, this hole is substantially smaller than the entrance to the cave. Yeah, maybe peek over so you can kind of see where you can put your feet. Like this is a really good spot right here.
Okay. The biggest challenge right now is mainly the fact that everything is muddy and slidey and slippery. And this is a big drop, Brandon.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Just put a foot over there. Yeah.
Oh, that's sliding, it's sliding. Brandon, I'm scared. This is the moment, Brandon, I'm at a 4.
Okay, all right.
Just because of this drop.
Yeah, you don't want to try to climb out of here with a broken leg or ankle, so don't do that.
The recent rainfall had transformed familiar passages into slippery, muddy gauntlets. Then came the water. A pool blocked their path forward, deeper than any Brandon had encountered in his previous trips. Sarah, who harbored a fear of drowning, stared at the dark water filling the narrow passage ahead. To continue, she would have to slide headfirst into the unknown depth. Through a space so tight she couldn't turn around, she slid in. Immediately, her shoulders wedged against the rock. The water soaked through her white shirt as she army crawled through the flooded passage, unable to see where she was going.
Oh, I need to not bend my knee. Oh, my back. Oh, my hair. Oh, God.
How was that?
We have to go back through that again, Brandon.
But surviving the water was just the warm-up for what came next. The corkscrew. Brandon warned her it was the tightest section of the entire cave system. A twisting, turning passage where cavers had to contort their bodies in ways that defied comfortable human movement. Sarah, with her long, inflexible legs, approached it with mounting dread. Her anxiety spiked to 8 out of 10 as she entered the corkscrew. Her leg bent and became completely wedged. She couldn't move forward or backward. Panic crept into her voice as she realized the horrifying truth. If she got truly stuck here, there would be no easy rescue. How could anyone extract an injured person from passages this narrow and twisted?
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Get stuck.
I bent my knee and my leg got stuck. I need to put I need to pull myself out.
And then, when she thought she couldn't push any further, something shifted. She realized she had made it through. The corkscrew was behind her. They continued deeper, reaching a pit stop where they could finally stand upright. Sarah's toes were freezing, but she felt a surge of confidence. She had conquered the corkscrew. Most people never made it that far, but getting out meant going through everything again in reverse. The climb back to the entrance required upper body strength Sarah wasn't sure she had. Her legs dangled off an edge as she pulled herself up through a vertical shaft, rocks scraping both sides of her ribcage.
Trying to find something to grab on. Oh, my damn fanny pack! It's wedged to me.
both sides of my rib cage are touching the wall.
Oh, I'm wedged. Where can I grab with you right there?
There's really nothing to grab. Oh, that little, yeah, you can get that, I guess.
Oh, my shoe.
Lose your shoe?
No, almost did.
Alright, I'm gonna go up a little bit.
Wait, oh, I did it.
I'm impressed.
Wait, am I supposed to go that way? Which way do I go?
I can't see. Go through the small hole.
Oh my god.
And then, after what felt like hours, they saw it. Daylight. They crawled through the final squeeze and emerged into fresh air. Sarah was covered head to toe in mud, her white shirt torn and filthy, but she had made it. As they stood outside Hellhole Cave, Sarah was still shaking with residual adrenaline. She had pushed herself further than she thought possible, conquering one of the most challenging cave systems, accessible without technical equipment. But she made one thing clear. She had reached her limit. The Hall of Faces, a chamber deep in the vertical section of the cave, would have to wait for another day, if that day ever came. In the remote mountains of Kyrgyzstan, an urban explorer from TVR Exploring ventured into an abandoned Soviet mining complex, not knowing he was about to capture one of the most chilling and unexplained sounds ever recorded on camera. In the first mine entrance, or idiot as miners call it, some tanks or equipment flanked the opening. The entrance appeared flooded, but the explorer quickly realized the water was frozen solid, allowing him to walk right across. Inside, the remains of track ties marked where rail lines once ran. Impressive concrete work lined the walls. A small cave-in blocked the path ahead, but it looked climbable. As he moved deeper, the ice disappeared and liquid water returned. The temperature inside the ground remained constant, hovering just above freezing.
I'm hoping it gets above the water too. Well, my wish was granted. We've finally gotten above the water. Usually you get the most amount of water near the portal, so I'm not too surprised that we have gotten out of it. There's always a slight downward angle to the mines to make it easier for the water to drain and also for the ore carts, the loaded ore carts to come out. Pretty impressive concrete work in here. Little pocket to the left there, to the right. Not sure what that's the remains of. These rails are pretty beefy. They're about the size of regular train rails, like a narrow gauge railroad. Pretty impressive.
Beyond the cave-in section, the tunnel continued as far as the eye could see. At a junction, multiple tunnels branched off in different directions. The darkness here was absolute. Everything was black, swallowing up any light. The echo was remarkable, though, bouncing back from deep within the mountain. Eventually, the tunnel widened into a chamber with another small workbench and equipment. The drainage system still worked as designed, with water channeled off to the side and flowing out properly. Then, something happened that defies explanation.
Stuff on a workbench.
If you listen carefully to the original footage from this moment, with the volume turned up, you can hear it.
Stuff on a workbench.
An otherworldly scream or howl emanating from deep within the mine. The explorer, who describes himself as extremely skeptical of anything supernatural, felt every hair on the back of his neck stand up.
That was creepy. Kind of tapered off to the end there because I heard this weird noise deeper inside. I'm not sure what that was, but we'll hopefully go find out. This fork looks like it goes to a cave-in there, and this one looks like it keeps going. Here's a look at the rail at this junction here. I'll just look down there real quick. It looks like it gets kind of nasty. I'll just double check, see how things look. Some of the equipment and stuff sitting around here. You can see how they reinforced the concrete there. Yeah, that was caved back there, so I'm gonna head down the main drift still, because that one looked more promising.
Even months later, back in Italy, with time to reflect, he still had no explanation for what he'd heard. He reached out to miners and underground specialists, people with extensive experience in tunnels and caverns. Nobody could offer a convincing explanation. It definitely wasn't wind, which would be the first logical assumption. There was no airflow whatsoever, no air circulation at all. He was standing in the middle of the adit when he recorded it, and there was absolutely no breeze. When he emerged from the mine, fresh snow covered the ground outside with no tracks anywhere. No one else had been there. To this day, that sound remains unexplained. No logical explanation has emerged. No one has been able to identify what could have made that noise in the absolute darkness of an abandoned Soviet mine, where no other living thing was present. Whatever screamed in those tunnels, it remains a mystery. In early 2023, YouTuber Odd Vibes and his brother Hunter decided to explore a cave system near his hometown. After months away from content creation, raising his newborn child, he was ready to return to what he loved most: urban exploration. As they approached the cave entrance on an unusually windy day, Odd Vibes mentioned something disturbing he'd heard about the location. He claimed there were dead people inside, though he seemed uncertain if this was just local legend or terrifying truth. As they descended into the darkness with only a single flashlight to guide them, the tight passages immediately became claustrophobic. The cave was far smaller than Odd Vibes remembered, forcing them to crawl on their hands and knees through narrow tunnels. Then they noticed something that hadn't been there before: fresh mushrooms growing near the entrance, and what appeared to be recent beer bottles scattered on the cave floor. Someone had been here recently, perhaps very recently.
Where? Down there?
Were these rocks here last time?
No, they weren't. Yeah, so we've been here before. You're like making it where I can't see anything.
Not bad.
Wait, come back up here. I want to see that, the mustards. The mustards.
30, 22.
Bro, I can't see.
What do you want? You want to hold the camera?
Huh?
You want to hold the freaking light?
He's trying to make it to where I can't see nothing. Yeah, it's beer. Somebody had a good time.
Oh, damn. Somebody had a real good time.
Jeez. Bet you was a couple teenagers. It's so short down here.
So this part right here, it goes all the way to this like tall section.
Super tall section.
The brothers reached a section that Odd Vibes swore had been blocked off during his previous visit years earlier. Inside the newly accessible chamber, they found something that made their exploration take a darker turn. The unmistakable smell of peanut butter filled the air, which seemed impossible in a cave environment. Both brothers commented on the strange odor, unable to explain its source. The evidence of long-term human habitation became undeniable.
Jeez, I don't remember it being that small. You good? Why? Okay, bye.
See ya.
Are you coming back? I'm scared. Okay. Let's see if I can get in here. Oh no. You coming over?
I thought you were coming over here.
No, we're going over the other side.
They discovered a carefully constructed shelf with candle wax covering it, though Odd Vibes hoped it was just candle wax. What appeared to be a shrine of some kind with unnatural rock formations.
What? What the frick? What? Is this like a shrine? There's no way that's natural.
No, it's not natural.
Extensive burn marks on the cave walls from fires, the exact location where our Vibes remembered seeing a bed during his first visit in 2013. Odd Vibes explained that homeless people were known to stay in these caves, using fires to keep warm in the darkness, but something about the shrine and the methodical arrangement of objects suggested something more intentional, more ritualistic than simple survival. Then they found something that sent chills down their spines.
I found, is this somebody's fingernail? Ew!
An acrylic fingernail lying on the cave floor. Not a natural nail, but the type applied at a salon. Someone, likely a woman, had been in this remote section of the cave. Whether she left voluntarily was an open question.
Yeah. Look at that. Fingernail. Disgusting. Okay. Oh gosh, how am I gonna...
You good back there?
Where's the fingernail?
Right there. That's like a acrylic nail.
Oh.
As they explored the tallest chamber, they found more evidence. Roaches from marijuana cigarettes, and additional signs of recent occupation. The cave seemed to serve as a gathering place, but for what purpose remained unclear.
Get in there. Damn, that's somebody's roach right there.
Where?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. I almost hit my head on that.
When they finally emerged from the cave, covered in dust and dirt, they encountered someone unexpected. A photographer was in the area, someone the locals apparently called Crazy Dave. Odd Vibes mentioned that Dave didn't want to be recorded and preferred to keep his face hidden from the camera. Odd Vibes never followed up on the most disturbing claim from the beginning of his video, the alleged dead people in the cave. Whether this was urban legend, historical fact, or something he discovered but chose not to share with his audience remains unknown. In the summer of 2021, urban explorers Johan and his friend returned to an abandoned Welsh mine where they had previously encountered something they couldn't explain. Their goal was simple: return to the exact location where they'd heard the mysterious sounds and try to figure out what was going on. But what they captured on camera that day would only deepen the mystery. The mine entrance was heavily overgrown, nearly invisible among the dense vegetation. As they hiked up the steep hillside, they passed medieval surface workings. Small piles of spoil where miners, centuries ago, had searched for ore veins. They were on the right track. The shaft entrance dropped about 50 feet straight down, requiring rappelling equipment to access. Johan descended first, leaving his friend alone at the surface to set up the rope system. Once both explorers were underground, they navigated through what they called the coffin level, a passage so narrow it felt claustrophobic even to experienced cavers.
Let's hope we hear that sound again.
Yeah. Just a bit spider in my face.
It's an amazing level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. And it gets better as it goes along, doesn't it? Those kick marks.
Yeah, that's...
Getting smaller and smaller.
It's so narrow.
Look at the size of it here. Yeah, good idea.
Spookiness.
Here we go, here's
They made their way to a specific bend in the passage. This was a dead-end tunnel, meaning no wind could blow through to create acoustic anomalies. No drafts, no ventilation, nothing that could naturally produce sound. They stopped and listened. At first there was nothing but silence and the occasional drip of water. Then, after several minutes of waiting, it started. The camera captured two distinct sounds.
I can't hear anything yet.
I'm not hearing anything.
We just heard something. I hope the camera's picking it up.
I can hear it. It's like footsteps.
Let's go and investigate it. What do you think?
It stopped. I just want to know what that. I just can't think
Well,
what
there's
that
two.
could be.
The first was a deep rumbling noise that seemed to emanate from the rock itself. Then came something that sounded like footsteps moving through thick mud or sludge. A wet, sloshing sound that had no obvious source. The sounds were coming from deeper in the tunnel, near the same bend where they'd heard it before. But when they moved toward the noise to investigate, it stopped completely. They waited in silence, trying to pinpoint the source. Nothing. They crept forward slowly, stopping every few feet to listen.
So we're gonna creep out. And stop on the way. Let's stop by here.
The noise was definitely coming from this way.
Oh yeah, around here, I think. Let's stop again by here. Nothing again. Oh, hit my head. But there's no EBGB feelings about this mine.
No, it doesn't feel foreboding.
Not at all.
It's just that one bend where you keep hearing the noises.
Not as long this time.
No, it wasn't so good this time, but no. And also, just for the benefit of you guys watching, there's no airflow in these working. There's a dead end level, so there's no wind blowing through that could cause anything like that. There's no drafts. There's nothing. And obviously there's no like sheep or anything in here that have fallen down. There's nothing like, no animals walking about that we've been able to see at all.
Yeah, it's very,
No winds, nothing.
very strange. Let's listen again.
You can hear a fly.
Yeah, we've got the shaft behind us.
Yeah. Listen to that echo though, just forget the ghost for a second, but the echo.
Boo. Well, let's get out of here. Spooky now.
Yeah, it's good echo.
It's a cool level though.
When they reviewed what happened, they noted something strange. The sounds this time were different from their previous visit. Not quite the same pattern or rhythm. It was as if whatever was making the noise changed its behavior each time they visited. The mind had no logical explanation for what they were hearing. No geological activity that would create those specific sounds. No water flow that would produce that sloshing effect. No structural settling that would explain the rumbling. But one thing was certain. Something in that abandoned Welsh mine was creating sounds that defied conventional explanation. And whatever it was, it only revealed itself in that one specific location, a bend in the tunnel deep underground where the darkness was absolute and help was far away. In early morning at Chillago, a family prepared for what they thought would be a routine caving adventure. What they didn't know was that their chosen cave would reveal something that made them question whether they should have ventured inside at all. The family started their day at 6:30 a.m., packing up their accommodation and planning their route. Many of the caves in the area required guided tours with rangers, but a few remained open for independent exploration. The family hoped these wouldn't be closed by the time they arrived. As they approached Bohemia Cave, the warning signs became immediately apparent. The entrance required climbing down into darkness, with slippery surfaces and uncertain footing. Only some family members felt confident enough to attempt the descent. Those who entered needed torches to see anything at all. The cave interior was cramped and treacherous, with narrow passages and sudden drops that appeared without warning.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh? No, we don't go down that
Oh,
way.
look, I can see an eyeball. There's an eyeball. Look. I can. Eyes. On a rock.
There's nothing.
On a rock, there.
I can't see crap.
It's not that far.
It's just a drop in and then you're turning.
Okay, I lied. It goes deeper.
Oh, it goes deeper. Oh my god, it is. Oh, Lord.
Just wait, and let me have a look down there.
What? You think there's going to be a monster coming right?
Did you go in here, Daddy, last time?
No, not this far.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. It's a little bit.
Do you want me to do it? No, we'll be able to get back up.
Oh, Allah.
It's a little bit on the slippery side.
Oh, no. No, that's dangerous. I can't go in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold here.
Look, there's a bright creature. There's a bunch of stuff you can have your hands on, so
Yeah.
it's alright, you can get
I'll get you to take my stuff so I got grip. All right.
Which way you going?
Then they saw them. Small bats clung to the cave ceiling, disturbed by the intrusion. One flew directly at a family member's face as they explored deeper into the system. The tiny creatures filled the confined space, their movements unpredictable in the darkness.
What? Oh, it's a little bat in there. Yeah, a little bat. I just saw him come out then.
Just a bat.
Yeah, but one out of the face. That's scary.
Went at a face. You went at his face.
You sure about that? It
Your-
ran into her.
Yeah, but his face is way smaller than
You
yours.
guys are the ones who want me to go there.
Yeah, they're all little bats. They're so small. Leave it up there. I can't see it.
The group discovered that Bohemia Cave had multiple chambers and passages, some too small to navigate, others closed off entirely. After exploring as much as they dared, they decided to exit and try another location. Pompeii Cave promised to be bigger and more accessible than Bohemia. The family gathered everyone together this time, confident that the wider passages would be safer to explore. The cave entrance opened into a massive chamber, much larger than expected. Light filtered in from somewhere, making torches less necessary at first. But as they ventured deeper, the passages grew darker and more complex. The rock formations became increasingly unstable the deeper they went. Shiny, slippery surfaces made footing treacherous. Multiple holes opened into unknown depths, with no clear indication of where they led or how far they dropped.
What's up here? Look. There's a big hole up there.
Section, I think.
There, let's go up there. Ooh, look at that. You can go in there too. It's open.
That's.
You can actually go in here. You can get in here if you just want to.
Are they going up the center? Yeah, I guess so.
But I feel like it's been closed out. What's that?
What are you looking at?
No, you can't.
Ow!
What's up there?
No, you can't. It's too small.
Go on.
Oi, there's a hole in there.
Snake hole.
Careful.
Then they reached a section that made even the most adventurous family members refuse to continue. A narrow ledge extended over a massive drop. The formation looked both fascinating and terrifying, the kind of natural feature that demanded extreme caution. They could see passages continuing beyond, but reaching them would require dangerous climbing that no one felt comfortable attempting. Throughout the cave system, they encountered strange formations that resembled structures, almost house-like in appearance. The family was careful not to touch anything, aware that cave formations take thousands of years to develop. After thoroughly exploring Pompeii Cave, they emerged back into daylight, relieved to be out of the confined underground spaces. The caving adventure had taken its toll. The hot, strenuous activity left everyone exhausted. They headed to a nearby swimming area to cool down before beginning their 2.5-hour drive home. As they prepared to leave Chillago, the family couldn't shake the feeling that they'd gotten lucky. The caves had been navigable, the bats had been small and harmless, and everyone had made it out safely. But in a region with up to 1,000 caves, many unexplored and unmapped, they wondered what else might be hiding in the darkness beneath Queensland's surface, and whether other explorers would be as fortunate as they had been. The caves of Chillagoe keep their secrets well, and perhaps some of those secrets are better left undiscovered.